are the next member for group 72, and my name is Chin Chi Pei, and my matrix number is 176946.
My name is Wen Yong Jian, my metric number is 178950.
My name is Fan Yu Fang, my metric number is 178892.
My name is Xiao Jiaxun, my matrix number is 176652.
My name is Lau Bisan and my metric number is 179580.
My name is Ng Wei Chun, my metric number is 176586.
My name is Nur Fatia bin Abdul Rahman. My metric number is 178275.
My name is Jacob. My metric number is 179614.
Don't be shy.
Okay, so the activity that we have to conduct this way is to identify the point for each our subtopic that we discussed last week. So I recall back the subtopic for that we have discussed on last week. So the first subtopic is the definition of recycle, and the second one is the importance of recycle, and third one is how do we carry out the recycle, and the final subtopic is the consequences of without doing recycle. So let us proceed to the first one, the definition of recycle. So what point that we have to include inside this subtopic?
This subtopic, I think we need to let people know what is recycle, right? So we need to say recycle is to make something new from something that has been used, and also to extract the useful materials from garbage or waste.
Oh, yeah.
According I found from internet this one. So it gives the definition of the recycle is like recycling is the process that converting the waste material into a usable object, so that can reduce the waste of resources, like some kind like this.
Yeah, as we know, recycle, the is right, something repeat and repeat. Means we just keep repeating the same item to be used. Means like
Reprocess, you mean?
reprocess and then reuse and reuse.
But should be clarified that it's different with the reuse, because reuse is like the item we use, but recycle we got process
After process and then
processing then make a new one. They are similar but different.
I think we should just express it in a like others easier to be understand. What is recycle?
Maybe we separate into 2 points like that.
We just try to make it simple and then it's understandable.
Recycle, we can give some example, like the newspaper can be used recycled to
Maybe
be
that one we will
tissue.
discuss later in the how section.
Okay.
So now is the part to define recycle first.
So recycle is the process that converting the waste material into a reusable object.
Repeat 2 times at least.
Huh?
I think quite
Hard.
I mean no, I think it's quite understandable.
What do you mean?
I mean it's everyone is easy to understand.
Easily understand by everyone.
I think this
The main focus is got converting the process.
To make something new
From something old.
indeed it is a process as we know. Recycle
Yeah.
is like a process.
It's process.
So can you just repeat the definition?
So recycling is the process of converting the recycling is the process of converting the waste material into reusable object.
Reusable object.
Reusable object.
So how is the second definition? Second point.
About recycle.
Maybe you can differentiate from the reuse and redo, because recycle is actually quite different thing compared to the other 2 methods, right?
For my opinion, the recycle actually involves the reducing process. as it reduces the consumption of fresh raw material.
Yep.
Yeah, but
Actually, the three things are
yeah,
related.
Related.
and we should know that not everything that everything can recycle. Only certain
things.
yeah. Only certain material can be recycled.
So what things?
Can I ask a
Okay.
question?
Sorry.
If something that is biodegradable, is it considered as recycle? Because that one can be like the plastic bag we bought for Tesco supermarket. That kind of plastic bag is biodegradable. It is considered as some recycle thing, right?
But
Yeah,
in my opinion, plastic it's not in as
but based on my research, it is
Yeah.
also a
it's
kind
one
of
the material
recycle.
that can be
Yeah,
recycled.
also
But
a kind
for
of
the
recycle.
Because
say
it did not harm the environment.
yeah, because it's biodegradable,
Yeah.
it's different.
But it is inside the recycle. So we can say something in the definition, not only just make something new from something old. We can say we make something that can biodegradable is also considered of some recycle.
Yeah, because it can decompose, right?
Yeah.
Normally the plastic bag cannot be decomposed.
So you can just add on one more sentence behind it.
For recycle. Find it.
Can you say it again?
Me.
Yeah.
So the using of the biodegradable product is also a kind of recycle.
using
A biodegradable products also considered as
Or
recyclable.
biodegradable material, something made by biodegradable
It's also
material.
considered as a
decompose biodegradable. Okay, so that's all for our definition. So we proceed to the second subtopic, which is the importance of recycle. So do you guys have any opinions about these subtopics?
For me, as you know, the weather is getting hot, and the habitat destruction and global warming are some of the effects caused by the deforestation. And recycling actually is a process that can reduce the need for the raw materials so that the rainforest can be preserved. For example, we can take the newspaper to manufacture the pencil. This is one of the examples.
means instead of keep using the raw material, we should just use the product,
The recycled
Yeah.
material.
recycle it, and then we use
Yeah.
again.
This is one.
So
Can reduce the
So this one is, I think, reduce the raw material use, right?
yeah.
we have to conserve the raw materials.
It can prevent from.
So this
Probably.
is the first point. And if second point, I suggest that if recycle can conserve the energy for future. Do you guys agree about this?
Yeah, it saves energy.
Yeah.
safe energy.
Because if we keep on make the old thing into a new thing, so we did not use we did not explore for more natural resources, so we can reduce the usage, and this the energy that those energy that we save we can keep for future, so that our children and our peers can have the chance to use those energy again.
From my opinion, saving energy is like, deforestation. Like for example, deforestation, we have to use the energy to cut down the trees,
Yeah.
and then
To
after
get
that
the
we have to
raw material.
process again, and then use another. So if we just recycle, instead of we continue to cut down the trees, we can just back to the part of processing. So that's another kind of saving energy, right? Am I right?
No need to do the first step, you mean?
Yeah, you just skip one step.
The save energy of making product for the
Yeah,
raw
and
material.
also can save the money.
So the second is saving energy.
Okay.
So now we proceed to the third subtopic. It is about how do we carry out the recycle. So do you guys have any points?
To add on,
So how about other opinions about how to carry out the recycle?
The way to carry out.
Maybe categorize the material first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's
Classify them.
three kinds of recycle bin, right?
Yeah. There are still many people
Normally we
don't
see
know how to differentiate.
everywhere is just three colors: orange color, blue color, and brown color.
Blue, brown is for
I think most of
Glass.
them don't remember.
So we need to make them
And it's different.
We have to
for
label it
know how
clearly.
to differentiate what the color is being.
I think the easiest way is just like just put some pictures on it
Label it
and
clearly.
label the material, type of material. Then any ideas, anyone? How to carry out?
So after we label for the types of material, then what do we do for the material?
put it into the bin.
No, it
No,
mean
actually the
what
process I think
products
is
are.
important because at first we have to, because normally from the domestic usually we collect the rubbish in just collect it in a plastic bag. So we have to teach them to classify it into either the one can be recycled and the one cannot be recycled into different bag, and then put into the different recycle bin. After that will be sent to the industry to recycle, reprocess and recycle.
Rubbish
Because that is the efficient way, and then can save more energy.
material only throw.
But
You
it's
cannot throw together.
So the first is the label the color. Then after classification of the material, then we send to the factory to reproduce. Okay, so the first point is the classification, and the second point is reprocess. So these are the two steps for the recycle. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do a remark first. Then we proceed to the last. Then we proceed to the last subtopic, which is the consequences of without doing recycle. So, do you guys have any point about consequences?
for consequences, as what Diction said just now, if we did not perform the recycle, we will continue to exploit more and more the natural resources, and maybe will cause the depletion of the natural resources, such as we will keep on cutting the trees down and then keep the mining process on, and then maybe finally will cause the global warming and rising of the global temperature. And what we are facing now is the weather is getting hotter and hotter, and that is actually the consequences without carrying out the recycling program.
So Fatia, do you have any idea about the consequences?
I think when we do not recycle things, I think the pollution may occur. As example, when we throw the plastic everywhere, it will cause the the soil erosion.
Yeah.
So the process of soil will happen and may
Make it more serious.
yes.
So how about others opinions?
I mean, aside from the consequence, we here because I think it is better if we can find some data, like has a proof for them to see how
The
is
benefits.
I mean no just like how is the condition getting serious without doing recycling, because human may cheat but the data from the research will not, because people always believe the data obtained from the professional groups. So it is easier to persuade others about how serious the problem are. Yeah.
So if you want to compare, you can compare the making cost
Wow.
of the product for the product of the raw material and the recycled.
Yeah, we try to put some value inside so they can have a better
No need to imagine.
Like for example, oil is a
Solid.
non-renewable
Data will prove everything.
resource. So after 25 years, maybe we'll run out of oil, and then
Yeah, maybe that one we can include for the concept that we for the video that we gonna record, right?
Yeah.
So but now we discuss about the consequences first. So just now, who can repeat the point that we discussed just now? Maybe it's just
preserve the raw material.
maybe the first one is the soil erosion.
So erosion,
natural habitat.
Global warming.
Maybe
Destruction
it is
of
considered
natural
as
habitat.
pollution.
environmental issues such as global warming.
Not only soil erosion, many kind of pollution
Maybe
included.
we can consider as pollution.
Yeah, maybe water pollution, air pollution also included, because all related to the rubbish, right?
So is it consequence is general one or just we should specify it?
I think we specify so we can make it easier when we record our video.
So just now the first one Yongjian say is depletion of the resources, right?
This depletion of natural resources.
This one I think is one. Then another one pollution.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Another
group
one
it.
is pollution.
Water pollution.
Land pollution.
Not only soil pollution but water
Oh,
pollution,
water.
landfill, all those.
Yeah, because like the material included three those, they are related or related.
And the amount of rubbish will be increased
Increase,
as we didn't recycle the things.
especially because the plastic bottle cannot be.
And there will
cannot
be more and more
decomposed.
landfill, and then end up we will live next to the landfill someday, I think.
Rubbish will cause water pollution, air pollution.
So that one all I consider as pollution.
Okay.
So the point for the subtopic we have already finished discussed. So now I recall back. For the definition, the first one is converting the waste material into reusable object. And the second definition is decompose a biodegradable material is also a kind of recycle. Then the importance of recycle is the first point is reduce the raw material use, and the second importance is saving energy, and the third is how to recycle. The first step we have to classification the material, and the second is send to factory for processing into a new object, and the final is the consequences. The first point is the depletion of natural resources, and the second is the pollution.
Yeah.
Okay, so our video for this week until here, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.